Lever action rifles have been around for nearly 200 years now, and they seem to be as popular today as they were back in the day. A lot more people are getting into them, it seems, and for good reason. They're obviously fun to hunt with, definitely fun to shoot, and there are even some tactical applications that people have been exploring. So you can do a lot with a lever gun. There are several upgrades in the aftermarket side for the exterior of the rifles, sights, stocks, etc. Not a whole lot for the inside. There's simply just not enough room. It's a very precision, timed engineering that goes into these, and it is a little complicated for most people. But Timney Trigger recently came out with a new trigger kit for lever guns, specifically the Marlins that have been made post 1983. Earlier models have a more narrow hammer, and they just won't work with the new trigger system. But anything after 1983 is fair game on the Marlin with the new Timney trigger. And Timney just came out with one for the 1854 Smith & Wesson rifles as well, so kind of expanding the brand a little bit already. Anyway, the swap is really easy. It takes 15 to 30 minutes for most people. All you need is a driver and a couple bits to make sure you got the screw head matchups, 3/32 punch, and that's really all there is to it. Very simple process, and the results are noticeable. The action of the break is a lot crisper. Of course, all of that leads to improved accuracy, at least accuracy potential. The other thing that it does is it eliminates that floppy trigger that everyone who has a Marlin knows what we're talking about. There's a couple springs in the new trigger shoe that takes up pretension, so you don't have that flop. So at least it reduces the sound, the noise, the little clanky that could happen if you're out in the woods hunting, and it just feels better when you have a positive trigger as opposed to one that's kind of loose. Anyway, a lot of advantages to that. The trigger pull weight is reduced down to 3.5 pounds. That's about almost 2 pounds less than what a factory trigger is. So the upgrade is pretty simple, and it is definitely an improvement if you're into lever guns. If you've got a Marlin post 1983, or you have been fortunate enough to pick up one of the new Smith & Wesson 1854s, this is something you should check out.